Welcome back, everyone, to my no Djinn, no summon walkthrough of the first Golden Sun game. We just completed Soul Sanctum, and we automatically leave Vale. But the first thing you should do is you should return to Vale and catch the nut. That's on the same screen of Izak's house. You can also pick up a herb from the item salesman if you'd like. You can now leave Vale, and a little to the south on the path, you'll meet your first Djinn, Flint. Talk to him and go through the tutorial. And when you finish, make sure to set Flint to Garrett. With that, Izak will be the Squire class, and Garrett will be the Brute class. The Brute class really helps Garrett a lot because it greatly increases his attack power, and also his agility. Will be able to outspeed most of the enemies in this area and the next couple areas. Your synergies don't have a very good matchup for most of the enemies in this region of the map, especially at this level. So you'll be pretty much taking down one enemy at a time. For the Vermin and the Amaze, you're going to want to have Garrett use Growth and Izak attack. For the Bat, the Slime, and the Wild Mushroom, you can just have Izak and Garrett attack straight through it. And the Zombie is kind of its own special thing. No matter what you do, unless you are able to get a critical hit, you're pretty much always going to be hit back. So have Garrett use Growth. Hope for a critical with Izak. If not, attack him through the next turn. So after you pick up Flint, you want to travel northeast to Lumpa and catch a second nut. These nuts are very important because they sell for a lot of money, and you're going to need the money to upgrade your weaponry. Once you're done in Lumpa, make your way to the southeast towards Vault. It's kind of south of Lumpa and southeast of Vale. Before entering the town of Vault, try to make sure you level up Izak and Garrett to at least level 3. You can even go up to level 4. That will make the boss battle a whole lot easier, but it's very unnecessary. Once you're appropriately leveled, just enter Vault and watch the scene. In Vault, you meet your third teammate. Ivan is a Jupiter adept. Character-wise, I think he's kind of cool. In conversations, he tends to take a more logical approach opposed to Garrett's more emotional approach. Gameplay-wise, he's probably the second best character after Izak, arguably the best. He has access to a lot of strong synergy, and no matter what class he changes to, he's always pretty fast. He's kind of like a better Jenna, and I also think the field synergy he gets is pretty cool. His attack power is a little weak right now, though, so focus him as a caster for now. Some important loot to get in Vault is you want to grab the mint that's in a box in the inn, and a nut that's outside the mayor's house. Make sure to use the mint on Garrett to help his agility. Then head to the stores and sell your nuts and purchase a battle axe for both Izak and Garrett. If you have the money, you can purchase a magic rod for Ivan now, or wait till after the boss battle. You're not going to need the magic rod for the boss battle. A boss battle is coming up, so you want to make sure to rest at the inn beforehand to recover any PP that Izak or Garrett lost during leveling, or Ivan lost while using Mind Read throughout the town. Especially Ivan, you want to have at least close to max PP before hitting the boss battle. For the boss battle, you're going to be battling 3 bosses, one of boss number 1 and 2 of boss number 2. You'll want Ivan to focus on casting Ray, area of effect attack on all of them, and depending on whether Izak and Garrett are level 3 or 4, depends on the strategy you'll use for them. If they're level 3, have Izak attack one of the bosses, boss number 2s on the side with a regular attack, and have Garrett attack with growth on the other one. If they're level 4, have Izak join Ivan in using Earthquake area of effect attack on all 3 of them, and have Garrett alternate between attacking either side with his main attack, which is going to be stronger than his growth at this point. This isn't a really difficult boss battle, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue with them. After the boss battle, the bosses will drop the bandit sword. I personally really don't like this weapon. I think the magic rod is a lot better for Ivan, and I think the battle axes are better for both Izak and Garrett. Depending on your order, Ivan will probably take it when he leaves the party, but once you get Ivan back, just make sure to sell it and use any, if you weren't able to purchase the magic rod earlier, use any money from that to purchase the magic rod for Ivan. Next, you're going to want to travel east to Goma Cave. Once you're there, you'll meet up again with Ivan and he'll join your party. Now would be a good time to return to sell the bandit sword if you haven't. You can also pick up a power bread and veil if you want. It's not super important or anything, but if you do pick it up, I would recommend giving it to Ivan, as it will help his survivability a bit. Once you're done with that, return to Goma Cave. Enemies here do provide a lot of experience points, so you don't need to worry about it, but throughout this cave, you'll likely hit level 5. If for some reason you just get really unlucky with the enemy spawns, if you leave the cave early, just come back in the cave, fight a couple battles, and you'll hit level 5 in no time. You want to be moving on to the next area at between level 5 and 6. With Ivan, battles in this area tend to be fairly simple. You're going to be starting off with the Ray, and then following up attacks with Izak and Garrett. Most of the time you won't be fighting them in numbers fighting the stronger enemies like the ghosts and the skeletons in numbers more than 2. So you really shouldn't have a problem. Pretty much all enemies go down to Ivan's Ray plus physical attack. Feel free to also use Izak's Earthquake. It's very powerful as well, and maybe every now and then switch to using Earthquake to give Ivan a chance to recover some PP. If you're able to solve a puzzle in this cave, you can fight a mini boss forge to get a new Djinn, which I highly recommend doing. For the most part, you're just going to be using your strongest attacks against him and trying to foul him before he runs away. Izak is going to want to concentrate on Earthquakes, Ivan's going to want to use his Ray, and Garrett just use his physical attack. If he does run away, it's not a big deal, just exit the area and come back and try again. Once Forge joins you, set him to Izak for now. I might want to change him later. I'm going to do some testing on the next area of whether I want him there or not. You're pretty much right next to the exit, so it's not going to be that big of a deal, but it does take away your cure ability, but I still think it's better than setting him to Ivan at the moment, because you'll lose Ray. And that's pretty much it for this part of my walkthrough. I'll put out another video in the future. That's all for now.